Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, on a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, episode number 2333 to be exact, Joe went down a seriously dark historical rabbit hole. We're talking disturbing, bizarre, and just plain horrifying. It all starts with James S. Jameson. Yeah, that Jameson. As in, the heir to the Jameson Irish whiskey fortune. So, apparently back in 1888, this guy was part of a colonial expedition in what's now the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And what allegedly happened? Oh boy. According to historical records, Jameson paid for a young slave girl with handkerchiefs. Let that sink in. And then, brace yourself, allegedly watched as she was murdered and cannibalized. Like actually stood there and watched it happen. Even more disturbing? Jameson admitted to witnessing it in his own writings, though later, Ani claimed he never meant for it to go down that way, said he was horrified. But the damage was done. Now, Joe Rogan's reaction to all this? Exactly what you'd expect. Oh boy, he said. Jameson insisted he did not set out with the intention of causing or witnessing any murder or act of cannibalism. The most horrifyingly sickening sight I am ever likely to see in my life. And then Joe breaks it down the way only Joe Rogan can. He imagines the situation like, someone's like, give me a handkerchief, and you're like, what do you guys do? And they're like, give me one and you'll see. Yeah, Joe was definitely disturbed, but also trying to wrap his head around how culture clashes like that could spiral into something so horrific. He even compared it to stories from Papua New Guinea, where some explorers were unknowingly offending local tribes and got, well, eaten. But that wasn't the only heavy topic Joe tackled this week. Let's shift gears to episode number 2331, where Joe sat down with Jesse Michaels to talk artificial intelligence. And folks, Joe is ringing the alarm bells. They brought up a real congressional bill that's trying to block AI regulation in the U.S. for the next 10 years. Yeah. A whole decade where no state can enforce any laws on AI. Joe read straight from the article. No state or political subdivision may enforce any law or regulation regulating artificial intelligence models. For 10 years. Well, in 10 years we have a God. In 10 years. He wasn't joking. Joe and Jesse went deep, talking about how, at the rate AI is evolving, by 2035 it could be so powerful people might start worshipping it like a god. Total sci-fi. Except, this is real life now. So yeah, from whiskey heirs allegedly witnessing cannibalism to AI becoming the next all-powerful being, Joe Rogan's podcast just keeps hitting new levels of, what the hell did I just listen to? If you want more wild stories and breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for updates. And drop a comment. Which story blew your mind more? The Jameson horror or the AI God scenario? Catch you in the next one.